stars.
That's staying in. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chaotic Vlog, Lizzie. And Hannah is in the distance somewhere. Hiding like an absolute chaos demon.
What was really funny is just as you were swinging it round, I was like, oh, I don't want to be in it. I'm in it.
It is like 10 to midnight and Hannah and I have lost the will to live. We were playing a really fun game
That I was really good at.
That Hannah was annoyingly good at and I was terrible at. But first rolls were short book and gods. Hannah's reading a smut and a middle grade?
No. Imagine. No, this is an illustrated retelling of Medusa.
Okay.
But it's not a middle grade. It does, however, look at sexual assault. This also looks at sex, but in a far more consenting way.
I'd just like to say, weirdly, your bedding makes quite a lovely backdrop. Beautiful. And I'm cheating. Well, I'm not cheating. I'm cheating a little bit.
Oh no, you put them both together. Okay, sorry.
Are you listening to an audiobook? That's not cheating, Hannah. That's still reading. What the heck?
Do you know what?
I'm cheating.
I'm more upset that I keep interrupting your vlog rather than that I keep interrupting incorrectly.
And I'm cheating as it's not an audiobook as Hannah suspects, but I'm going to pick up Bitter by Akwaeke Emezi. Said it right that time. And this is the prequel to Pet, and I really enjoyed Pet, so it's about gods kinda, religions in it anyway, and it is a short read. I'm probably not going to start it tonight. If I say I do, that's a lie. I'm probably going to start it in the morning. Because I am tired being already. Anyway, hello.
12:60.
You're actually cheating. It's not 12 a.m. yet.
I've also not started the actual book yet. What's your fucking problem? What is your fucking problem?
Lots of things.
Justin, oh my god!
Good morning. It is about 5 to 8 now in the morning. And it's Saturday and I need to make a start on my reading. But before I do that, I've done the first most important task of the day, and that is coffee. Right, so it is 12 minutes past 3 and I have finished 2 books. So for the first and second rolls, it was Gods and short read, and I read Bitter by Akwaeke Emezi, and I gave this 5 stars. It was 4.5 to 5 stars, but I gave it 5 stars. This was amazing, hard-hitting, real world problems. Really enjoyed it. I think everyone should give this one a read, specifically with what's been going on with the world, with movements such as Black Lives Matter. So I think this did a really good job of putting real world situations into this mythical world, and it sets up everything that happens up in Pet really, really well. And I also then read the second volume of Saga for roll 3, and that was read an audiobook or ebook. So I read Saga Volume 2 on Scribd, and I gave that one 4 stars. I love Saga, it's madness. And I'm going to have a little bit of a snooze now, because I want to try and stay awake tonight. So I'm just going to have like a 40-minute lie down, and then I'm going to go downstairs to watch Ashley from my Frolic Through Fictions reading sprints. And I'm picking up Jade City by Fonda Lee, because roll number 4 was read a book with a colour in the title. So Jade is a colour, it's the Green Bone Saga, it's 560 pages, and I'm hoping whatever the next roll drop is at midnight, this will somehow fit it. We'll have to pray and hope. Pray and hope. Pretty terrible lighting, one must say. Terrible angle. But what is happening here is, it is 9:30, 20 to 10. And I have decided, well, the whole house has decided, nap time before Gavin sprints at midnight. So, that's what I'm going to do. Good morning. It is still morning. It is 11:13 on Sunday, and I am going to be picking up Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall, and I am going to be picking this up for the spooky prompt because I want to. Okay, so it is nearly 9 p.m, but I finished Rules for Vanishing a couple of hours ago. This was incredible. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was creepy. It was weird. It was... well, it made me question everything. But it was weird, creepy wood vibes. It told the story in, like, multiple different formats. And it was like we were reading a file. And I'm really hoping there's going to be sequels because there seems to be some sort of allusion to that. It was a little bit of a weaker ending, but I don't really care. All in all, I gave this 5 stars. Fabulous. If you love a horror that will kind of get under your skin and you won't be able to put it down, this is the book for you. For sure. Amazing. Loved it. Yes, it is about a week later. It is the 28th of May and I forgot to wrap up this vlog, so I'm going to wrap it up now. So as you saw, the first prompt was a short book under 300 pages, and also the second role was gods, a book with gods or like a cult-like thing. So I read for that. For both of those I doubled up. I read Bitter by Akwaeke Emezi, and I really enjoyed this book. Very powerful, very strong. It is the prequel to Pet, which this is Pet's mother before she became Pet's mother, and it basically is an origin story of the angels, and that's why I chose it. And I'd say if you haven't read Pet or Bitter, pick them up. Very interesting, very creepy, strange, sad, but worth a read. Then for the third role, it was an ebook or an audiobook, and I read for this one on Scribd, but Hannah owns a copy, so I'm just going to show you. But I read Saga Volume 2, and I read Saga Volume 1 like last year sometime, so it was finally time for me to pick up Volume 2. Really enjoyed this, gave it 4 stars. I love the art style, I love that it's sci-fi, it's great. Then the fourth role was colour in the title, and I couldn't really think of anything, to be honest. I did start Jade City by Fonda Lee. I didn't get very far, but I thought I'm not gonna finish it within the 48 hours. So I was like, well, I'm still reading this. I wasn't super enjoying it. I wasn't getting into the story, and to be honest, I didn't want to try and force myself when I only had 48 hours. So I put this one down, and I stretched this one for Darkwood by Gabby Hutchinson Crouch, and this is a middle grade fun adventure. It's fairy tale retellings, which they're like very recognisable retellings, but it's not like super obvious. Well, it is super obvious from the get-go, but they're all very different. Really enjoyed it, love the characters, really a lot of fun. This is great. If you haven't read it, definitely pick it up. This again was either 4 or 5 star. I'm pretty sure it was a 4 star. Then the next one was prompt number 5. It was YA and spooky vibes, and I chose for YA, I chose Darkwood. it's like on the cusp of middle grade and YA, so I read Darkwood. Spooky vibes and was the next role, and also I doubled up with prompt number 7, which was water. And I chose Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall, and this is a blue cover, obviously, so that fits the water prompt. And the spooky, this is a horror. This follows a group of friends. It kind of gave me Cabin in the Woods, not Cabin in the Woods, what's that game called? Oh, Until Dawn vibes. Essentially, it was a group of teenage friends who, one of their sisters went missing and they need to find her in the woods because the sister doesn't think she's dead. And they go on this adventure down this road that only appears at certain times to find missing girls. And they go on this adventure. It's supernatural. You never really know what's going on. It's basically an interview style because it's written testimony and it's video evidence and there's text messages. It's very interestingly formatted, but I really enjoyed this one, and this got a 5-star read. It gave me everything I wanted from a horror book, so for sure try this one out. The next one was Feed Scroll, and I can't remember if this one was the right one. I might have done that one with Feed Scroll actually. I'm pretty sure this was Feed Scroll. And then this was for the last book I started was for the YA prompt, and that was Gummy Ho or Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, and I got to about page 164. So yeah, I technically did read everything, but I think I picked this one up for YA as well. So I think I did quite well. I'm not going to count Jade City in my wrap up, but I think I did a fair old job, to be honest. They were all 4 or 5-star reads, apart from Gummy Ho, which I haven't finished, obviously. But yeah, I had a really good time. It was my first time taking part in Bookoplathon, and I really enjoyed it. And I will be joining in the next time Becca runs one. So if you're still here, thank you very much. Let me know what your thoughts on these books, or put a little, I don't know, a sun emoji down below because it's really warm at the moment. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.